Welcome to another episode of Berm Peak Express, and if you saw the video on the main channel, you know we built this bike gear storage center. Now, our sudden shift in focus to the shop is not by coincidence. There's something happening here in another week. I can't really divulge the details, but it's basically a documentary that somebody else is doing. But anyway, I have to get this shop finished. So today, we're gonna build a break room. So all the stuff that filled up the new bike storage area came from here. I've since cleaned it out, it's all empty. I even changed the latch to a magnetic one, so it just kind of closes like that. I ran some electricity over here for what we're about to do, and yeah, just kind of vacuumed it all up so we could start with a clean slate. Now for a break area here, we're not gonna need much. I need a fridge, ordered one of those. Pretty sweet, right?
That's nice.
We need to be able to make tea, we need to be able to make coffee, we already have an espresso machine, and we need a place to store our snacks, which we can probably use this for. I think we should start by making a big countertop over here, kind of as big as we can get away with. With the depth of this and everything, the coffee machine would actually go really nicely right here. And then we could put the refrigerator underneath the counter. So I think what I'm gonna do is start by kind of making this an actual wall over here. So one little upgrade we did here was instead of having that big rack for the chop saw, we have this little rack that's on casters, and it's set up so that the table is the exact same height as my workbench. So now we can lay items across here and have all the space in the world to make cuts. I'm just gonna cut this 2x4 in half. Now most countertops, at least in the United States, are 36 inches tall. I guess that's the height I wanna make our countertop. I don't think Drama will be able to get food off of there. I was watching this guy on YouTube, Project Farm, and he was going over what Phillips heads retain the screw the best and everything. And really, these should just not exist anymore. There are those 3 points of contact on the head, so what can happen is it can cam out. And then it just starts messing up the head of the screw and messing up the tip here. Those T25s, it's almost like a spline that fits into the head of the screw. It just doesn't come out. You just go, and it's in. So the problem is, I can only move this to there. That gives me 11.5 inches, and so just to rip 13 inches, I need to just get out the circular saw again. So unless I'm ripping little tiny things, I have to keep not using this. I purposely made it a little big so we could clean up the edge on the table saw because I knew that edge was not gonna be too good. All right, let's see if that was enough. It is. But I made a mistake. It looks like absolute crap. If we painted it, that would be a first, wouldn't it? Oh no, I'm opening up a can of worms. When you're crunched for time to do a project, the first thing that goes out the window is the painting. Maybe we can just clean up the really dirty parts. This obviously came off the ramp and you can see like bike tire marks and stuff. So if it's gonna be in the food area, maybe we'll at least clean that up. There we go, looks way better. We don't have to wait for paint to dry. Everything's cool. Get this in place. So we have a little wall here. I'm gonna build some supports back here for the break room table, and then we're gonna put some legs over here. Yeah, we'll go close to the end. We'll go to like 5 feet. Okay, that's kind of what we wanted. So now I gotta just figure out how we're going to hold this up and how crazy we wanna go in terms of strength. I mean, how much does this really need to hold up? I'm gonna just stiffen it up at the front with this, and that should be all we need. So we're gonna do some pocket holes. Now that I've drilled a few pocket holes with this little jig, it's not that bad, and they come out pretty good. I'm just gonna do 5 of them. Since gluing is something that I don't do very often, I'm waiting for those silicone brushes to kind of spread it around, and for now, I'm making do. This we really should put some polyurethane or something on because we're gonna be like doing food stuff at it. So it's like if something spills, it's just gonna soak right in. We're not gonna be able to clean it off unless we do polyurethane. So we're still probably not gonna do it, but we'll see. I don't know. Some people don't find painting to be that bad. I would rather go get surgery or something. Yeah, we wanna use up the ugliest scrap we have for blocking this area out. So let's do her. And then we gotta cut 1 to 11. So to get this at 36 inches high, we've gotta put these supports at 35 1/4. Hey little buddy. Hey Oscar. You happy see me, buds? Uh-oh. Yeah, that's gonna keep happening. Yeah, it looks ugly right now, but we're not gonna see any of it. Oh, I hate Phillips screws so much. Oh, no. He's going licking up his pee. We didn't get to clean up the pee fast enough, and he goes over to lick it up. I see him like start lapping. It's like watching a little kid. Drama has a new little brother, Oscar, and at the age that Oscar's at, you can try and get them to pee outside. You can, try and instill good habits in them, but they don't remember. You can't really train them until they're a little bit older. So we're doing our best. God, that hurt. And that's that. So I just have to put a support right here. So I'm thinking we put the fridge under here. So I have to make a very simple kind of stand for this to bring it up to counter height. And it's gonna be tempting to make it super ugly. I'll just make it kinda ugly, not super ugly. I should have planned this thing out last night. Well, that's the end of that. It was a good run. Not terrible. Look a little better here. Okay, so this is gonna hold up our fridge. I just need to make little legs for it. Now we're gonna get these legs close, but they're not gonna have to be exact because we're gonna actually make them work with the uneven floor. All right, now let's get these legs looking a little better than they do. These just make for a nice touch on the bottom. Makes it seem like I'm making a legitimate stand, right? Even though we know better. So lastly, I'm just gonna drill mounting holes so that we don't split this wood to pieces. So as I said, the floor here is not level. It's not level here, it's not level there, it's not level anywhere. This floor could probably make up a Dr. Seuss book. But it would be nice if our refrigerator was level. So what I'm gonna do is start with one leg, and then I'm gonna adjust all the other legs so that it's level when it's sitting right here where we want it. Now we just gotta put a little top on it. This is a great project for using scrap. There we go. Good enough for what we're doing. Trying to figure out what way we decided. No, that can't be it. That's not it. It's gotta be this. And we're good to go. So we had an idea to use this last piece of scrap. Instead of a leg, we can have a whole solid piece down here. That would be pretty wonderful. Let's see how this looks. Try this on for size. Looks pretty sweet. And it doesn't look bad. All right, so we just have to set up our espresso machine, load up the cabinets, get some stuff in the fridge. Sweet. And maybe we'll even throw a little dowel up here for paper towels. See, this screw is gonna keep it from falling off the end. Amy was asking me before, why do we need all this counter space right here, right? Why not just put the refrigerator up here, put the coffee machine? What do we even need the counter space for? I'll tell you what we need it for. Oh, sweet. So not the most exciting thing that's ever happened on Berm Peak, but for Curtis and I, this is actually really exciting because now we have an official break room. It's only gonna get better. We're gonna put cool stuff in this fridge. It works for its function. On top of us having a break room here, now the entire shop is done. We have a place for all the bike gear, we have the seating area, we have the office, we have the wood shop. Now we even have scrap wood storage, For the first time, we can say that the shop is pretty much complete. Everything has a home and everything has a purpose. I know you guys aren't gonna be as excited as I am, but I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. If you didn't realize, this is not the normal Sets Bike Hacks channel. This is Berm Peak, where we do less scripted, kind of casual things like this. If you liked it, please subscribe, and thanks for riding with me today. I'll see you next time.